Okay, let's take a look at the updates to the user interface in SolidWorks 2014. So going into SolidWorks, the first thing that you'll notice here is that the user interface has been updated. The icons in the command manager, the feature tree and the task pane and various other toolbars has been updated to give a clean and modern look. You'll also notice that selection icons have changed colour. They were green and yellow, they're now blue and yellow. This is to aid people that suffer from colour blindness, where blue and yellow is easier to distinguish between. In SolidWorks 2013, a favourites folder was introduced, and it was similar to the Windows favourites folder. It allowed users to drag sketches, features, components into that folder for quick, easy access, which aided in navigating the feature tree. In SolidWorks 2014, a history folder has been introduced. The history folder automatically loads in the last 10 features that the user accessed. This number can be adjusted. And again, it just makes for easier access of the feature tree to make changes to commonly used features. If we go to Save As, there have been some updates to the Save As Copy dialog box. We now have two options within here. We can save as copy and continue. This saves the document to a new file name without replacing any references. The copy will be saved to disk and remain closed. This is how it behaved before. We now have Save as Copy and Open. This saves the document to a new file name without replacing any references. The copy will be saved to disk and the file will be opened. So we can see those two new options here. We also have within this dialog box the option to include all reference documents as we save, and we can include a prefix or a suffix to those documents. If we go into the Advanced tab, we can do prefixes and suffixes, or find, replace, or manipulate how we save these files even further. This is similar to the pack and go functionality. Switching back to our main assembly, transparency has been improved in SolidWorks 2014. You'll find that transparent components render better. Another nice enhancement in 2014 is the section view. We now have a couple of new options within here. The first one that we'll talk about is selected components. We just toggle that on. That allows us to exclude or include selected components in our section. So let's say, for example, we wanted to just section the casing and see the inside of the model. We could just choose include selected as our option, select the casing, maybe this cap here and this fascia plate. And as you can see, we can generate a section like so. Another option within here is to create a graphics only section. The graphics only section allows instant generation of a section view, so no waiting around, and this is good for working with large assemblies that might take a little bit of time to generate. It uses the large design review technology. Okay, to summarize, the user interface enhancement included a new user interface, which was clean and modern looking. We had property manager icons change for users with color blindness. We see the introduction of the history folder. We have two new options within Save as Copy, and we can include references, including prefixes, suffixes, find, replace. In the section view, we now have the option to include or exclude components, and we have a graphics only section available to us. We'll now switch to Ed for sketching.